Aloha, beautiful souls. Welcome to today's reading here at Transform with Rian. And in today's message, we are going to channel some loving messages from your future spouse. So, to get you in that energy to receive that loving message, let's do a collective card pull to align your energies. Deep breath in for me, loves. And hold for 3, 2, 1. And exhale. So just calm your energies, open up your heart center, open up your heart chakra, and one more time, deep breath in. And hold for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Excellent. So let's see what this message to get us aligned for today's reading is. We have "It's right there." You will find what you are looking for. It's hard to see what's under your nose. Change your perspective. Open your eyes. It is right here in front of you. Wow. So this is a love reading. So I really feel like for those of you that maybe have been feeling a little bit skeptical, a little bit doubtful about whether or not you're going to connect with that person that is meant to be your lifelong partner, your long-term partner, this is just reassurance that it will happen, and that a little bit of shifting, which we'll probably do in today's reading of your perspective, will really, really help open your eyes and see these opportunities to connect with love that are around you. All right, so we're going to start with group number 1 here, and it looks like the first card that was revealed in the preparation of your pile is Open Your Heart. So let's see what the other cards are. You have Renewal of Peace and Celebrate Differences. So I feel like here, this loving message from your future spouse is that your energy has been a bit guarded, okay? And that it's time to let down the walls, put down the barriers, okay, and open yourself up. I'm feeling here that for many of you, this could be the case where you have not yet met your future spouse, okay? And what I'm seeing here is that because you are being maybe a bit overly cautious, right? You're a bit guarded in yourself, then that's keeping not only the pain out, right? This perceived pain that you may experience by opening yourself up and being vulnerable, but you're actually also keeping out love, okay? So the barriers that you've put up, it's not like those rotating doors, okay, where it's like things can move in and out. It's really just like a door. And if you kept that door shut, then you're keeping everything out, the good and the bad, okay? So, connecting on an emotional level, on a deep level, is a bit of a risk, right? But you have to open the door, even just a crack, to let people in, to let people get to know you, to also allow yourself the opportunity to get to know them, okay? And with this celebrate differences, what I'm really feeling here is that, as you open your heart, as you open up to people, if someone has a different viewpoint on something, maybe they are different than what you would expect or want them to be in a love match, in a romantic partnership, that don't discount them right away. Don't like write them off. Be open, okay? Appreciate their differences. So I don't know, like for example, if you're really into people with brown hair and a blonde person comes up, don't immediately write them off. Like, get to know them a little bit better, okay? Share a little bit about yourself. And, yes, maybe they could actually be your future spouse. And you might be surprised that, you typically go for brown haired or dark haired people, and then you end up falling for someone who has blonde hair. Or it could just be that this person with blonde hair is part of the stepping stone, or that elevation process that is going to link you with true love, okay? It's kind of like, how sometimes you have to meet people that maybe aren't a good match for you or aren't the ultimate match for you, to understand yourself better and to really know what it is that you want. Sometimes, it's like a buffet. Some things look good, but you don't know what your favorite dish is yet until you've tried them all, okay? So it could even be that case for some of you. But the big thing here is, again, celebrate differences. So even if something doesn't walk, talk, think, look the way you want it to, don't immediately write it off, okay? Just open, whatchamacallit? Approach, there you go. I don't know what I was talking about, open. Approach the situation with a very, very open mind, okay? Because I'm seeing here this loving message from your future spouse. It's really telling you that, hey, you never know what you're gonna find. You never know what treasures and blessings and gifts await you if you just keep an open mind to allow them all to come in. Okay? And with this renewal of peace, I really feel like, sometimes when we close ourselves off, when we put up all these barriers, it's kind of like we become these hyper vigilant people, and it's like we're just looking out for the next sign of danger or catastrophe or pain or heartbreak. And then it's like we're just focusing so much on these negative outcomes that we end up manifesting them. It's like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so if you let down your guard and let down a little bit of that vigilance, like relax a bit, you'll experience that peace. Okay? It's kind of like when you stop expecting the worst of people, you allow them to show you their best. Okay? And then you're not like always on guard, always jittery, because that takes a lot of energy. Okay? To keep the walls up, keep the defenses up. It takes a lot of energy too. It's not a passive process. And so here, what I'm seeing is like, let down your guard. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm channeling this like really powerful affirmation for you, my Group 1 crew. So I'm gonna say this out loud. I'll say it a few times like I normally do, and I want you to comment this down below, okay, to anchor this affirmation into your body, into your being. So I let down my guard to allow love into my life. I let down my guard to allow love into my life. I let down my guard to allow love into my life. So here we're kind of talking about like what you are invoking, which is letting down your guard, and what you are allowing in. You are allowing in love. Okay, so it's not just I'm letting down my guard and then anything can come into your life. No, 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 no. I let down my guard. Why? So that love can come in for you, honey. Yes, that feels so good. That sounds so good. I'm all for it. Okay, let's get some more clarifiers here with the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, that card was like, no, kidding. I didn't want to come out, being a little shy. So let's see what we have here for this first round, okay? So you have the Moon. You have Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's a beautiful card to show up. 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. And the Devil. Wow. So this is like what we were just talking about actually with this collective card pull here about opening your perspective, changing it, opening your eyes, is we have these 2 cards coming out together, the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Cups. So this is a matter of fate and destiny. This is a confirmation here that you are destined to find true love. You are destined to connect with your future spouse, like your ultimate romantic soulmate in your life. It is your destiny for you to meet. So there's no need to worry about when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Just enjoy the ride because you're going to get there. It's like a done deal. It's guaranteed, loves. And what I'm seeing for many of you as well is with the 7 of Pentacles, if part of what you are desiring is to start a family with your future spouse, that's a guaranteed as well. And what I'm hearing here is, a lot of times in the media, in healthcare and stuff, we're told about the biological clock, right? Ladies, you know exactly what I'm talking about here, that we have this biological clock for when we're going to be able to have children. And yes, it's coming from my medical background, there are risks that can happen if you get pregnant later on in life at a later age, right? But the thing is, it's not impossible. And that's the thing that's important for you to understand. It's not impossible for you to still have a biological child if that's what you wish, regardless of your biological clock. Now, of course, you still have to be, have like be ovulating in order to have eggs. So, like, I mean, if you have the ability to have babies, just know that it's still possible. Okay? And don't worry too much about the, oh, I'm getting too old and it's not going to happen and blah, 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 blah. Like, don't think about that. Now, for others of you, this could be a confirmation that you are going to be able to have a family. Okay, it just might not look like a traditional family, right? Where it's like man meets woman, they have a baby that's biologically theirs. It could really be all about surrogacy, adoption. Maybe it's not even about children at all. Maybe it could be even like having a family of fur babies, right? Like cats and dogs, birds, like whatever. So, your idea and your notion of having a family is very much possible. Okay, if that's part of the package deal when it comes to your future spouse, as far as your desires and your wishes and dreams go. Okay, now what I'm seeing here is the moon and the devil. So look at how we were talking about look at this cage here. We were talking about those boundaries, those borders, right? Those walls that guard up. So it keeps things in and it keeps things out. So if you close the door to love, then you're basically saying you don't want love. Like you are blocking yourself from taking action in regards to love. So receiving love, giving love, like the doorway is closed here, okay? There's no flow of energy. The energy is trapped. So what I'm seeing here is that there are some misconceptions, maybe even illusions you have about love that actually don't fit you. Okay? This happened to me actually. You know what I'm saying? That where I had this idea of what love's supposed to look like based on like maybe fairy tales, right? About how there has to be a knight in shining armor that's here to save me from whatever, not necessarily like a beast or a dragon, but whatever, drama or craziness is happening in my life. I need someone out there to save me from it. And, that knight in shining armor, that actually doesn't really resonate with me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I need to be rescued from anyone, from anything, rescued from myself. It's not so much that, right? And so there could be this idea or this notion that you have of love that's very similar to mine. That is a little bit outdated, okay? Or maybe you have this idea of like, oh, I want someone who's this age in particular. And maybe you need to re examine that belief and that idea and see, is that really truly your preference? Or is it an idea that someone not implanted in you, but like an idea that you got from someone else, right? Like someone else, mom, dad, siblings, a book, a movie that told you this is what love looks like. This is how you have to experience love. This is the right type of person for you, okay? So it's really getting rid of all those belief systems from outside of you, those external belief systems that come from societal, cultural traditions and conditioning, and really discovering for yourself, what is it that you need to have a loving relationship, okay? And that is going to be a part of this opening your heart, okay? Because once you open your heart, it's about what does your heart need to feel nourished, to feel loved, okay? So think about that. What is it that you need to feel loved, to know that you are loved, all right? So let's pull another round of tarot cards here to get some more messages from your future spouse, some loving messages, okay? So this is going to help you better connect with them, because once you know what it is that you need out of love, then it will help clear the pathway to connect with them. Okay, because like for the longest time I thought I wanted a very successful man who made tons and tons of money. And the thing is, like, I was attracting those kind of men who had like really great job, who had, a good income as well. But the thing is, like, they didn't have time, or they didn't have the desire to connect with someone on a deep level, on a romantic level, right? They had the money and they just wanted like a fun time and a distraction from all the work that they were doing, right? They wanted a break from their work. They didn't want a relationship that they thought was going to be more work, you know? And so I realized, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be focusing on like income and how much money a man makes. I should just be focused more on like, does this man have enough time and energy to be in a relationship, right? Because a lot of times, too, when you have the time and energy to be in a relationship, it could be that you have a good work life balance, right? And now you're open to having a relationship. You make just enough money, you work just enough so that you can support yourself, and therefore you have the means to be in a romantic relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, loves? So just think about, like, what is it that you truly want? Opening yourself up to that, opening yourself to really saying, what is it that you truly want? And not being afraid of someone judging you for your preferences, or someone coming in and saying like, oh, no, no, that's not love. That's not how you find love. That's not how it works. Like, no, 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 no. It's more about how it works for you, my dear, not how it works for everybody else, okay? Like, sometimes that Real Housewife vibe works for people, right? Does that work for you? Or do you prefer something different, right? Other than being like housewife. And if you want to be a housewife, ain't no shame in that either, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So let's see what we have here. In the second round, we have 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh, I'm seeing this very beautiful message actually coming through from your future spouse. The Tower and 3 of Wands. So your future spouse, I feel this very strongly coming through from them, is they want you to actually heal here. So let's go back to this. Like, what caused you to put up those walls? Be like hyper vigilant, be on guard all the time. There was some kind of pain that maybe really ruined love for you, okay? Made you really, really sad, made you feel maybe hopeless, abandoned, rejected, betrayed. So think back on that instance. For some of you, it's definitely going to come from like an ex, like a previous romantic partner. But for others of you, what I've learned about love connections is you really get that blueprint for connecting with the sex of your attraction based on the relationship with your parent who had that sex. So for example, like if you're attracted to men, then looking at your relationship with your father growing up will help you understand some patterns when it comes to connecting with men. If you're attracted to women, looking at your relationship with your mother in your life from childhood onward, right? Mostly in childhood, to see like what pains are you carrying into adulthood as you try to form romantic connections with people of the sex you're attracted to. Make sense? Okay, so what I'm seeing here too is, so there was this pain, there was this trauma, and your future spouse is saying like, you have to heal that as well in order for us to connect. And they're sending you whatever energies they can to help with that healing process as well, because trust, my loves, that they want to connect with you too, right? Like they are also out there searching for you, just like you are searching for them. And the energetic conditions and the circumstances have to be right for you to connect, right? So, the relationship doesn't have to be one where it's like, I'm going to fix you, I'm going to heal you. It's like maybe you need to heal some pieces of yourself first, then get into a relationship with somebody, right? Because their responsibility is not necessarily to heal your past wounds. For some people, there's like, yes, energetic contract for that, but that's not for everybody, right? So taking that step, I feel like more the case for you all that were drawn to group 2 is like self-love, self-healing, okay? Opening up those gates, opening up those passageways, nurturing them, and then that will amplify your receptivity and your magnetism for love from others. Okay, so starting with loving yourself. Now, here, what I'm seeing is you need to be able to start dreaming again. Okay, dreaming about what your ideal relationship looks like, believing that it's possible for you. Okay, feeling into that. What does it feel like to spend a day with your future spouse? What does it feel like to share a meal with your future spouse? What would it feel like to wake up to them, to fall asleep next to them, right? So, really tuning into that. What does that even look like? Okay, what does your ideal day with your future spouse look like? What does your ideal dinner or evening with your future spouse look like? Really understanding that and embracing that dream and believing in that dream, that the dream can transform into a reality. That's what's really going to help you connect. So, your future spouse is really rooting for you. They want you to experience healing. They want you to let down your guard. They want you to be open to new experiences. And they want you to find peace in your heart as well. Okay? So, those are beautiful, beautiful messages from them. I'm so glad to be able to transmit them and channel them for you. So, thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes, the comments. Thank you for allowing the ads to run. I really appreciate that form of support. And let me know in the comments below if there are specific topics or questions that you'd like to suggest I do a reading for. And I look forward to kind of feeling out and feeling through them to see which ones I can offer you in the best way through my readings. Okay, loves? So I'll check you all again later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you soon. Bye. Hey there, group three. Oops, group three. Ooh, child. Group two. Hey there, group two. And welcome to your reading to receive this loving message from your future spouse. Perhaps the number three is going to be really important for your reading since I, you know, identified you as the wrong group from the outset. We'll see though, okay? So we have keep your dreams alive, vulnerability, and be spontaneous. Ooh, okay, so this is very, very interesting. So what I'm seeing here is with keep your dreams alive, what I'm getting actually is that this isn't so much about love and romance, okay? I feel more so this is your future spouse saying like they support you in whatever your dreams are when it comes to your career, your goals in life, whatever they may be, right? Like if you want to start painting, if one of your goals is to write a book, if one of your goals is to be a dancer, if one of your goals is to open up your own business, if one of your goals is to, I don't know, live a healthy life to a specific age, like just anything, whatever your goal is, your future spouse is really saying that they support you and to never give up on your dreams. Okay? They want to, let you know that they support you through the ups and the downs with your dreams. So sometimes, we go after our dreams, we take some type of action thinking it's going to get us closer or get us into a space where we achieve our dream, and then maybe it doesn't quite work out, right? And at those times, maybe it feels super discouraging, okay? And it feels like, oh my gosh, like, I'm never gonna get there. Sometimes I think about that with my YouTube videos, for example. Like I post these different videos, and some videos do better than others. And sometimes the videos that don't do so well, it does sometimes make me doubt, like, should I be doing YouTube videos? Should I be doing tarot readings? But really, the path up is an up and down process, right? And so, when I've stuck with it and I didn't let, low views on a video stop me, then it's only a matter of time before I get another video that gets lots of views, okay? So it's about that persistence and that consistency towards your dreams, okay? Because, if you look at anybody's success stories, there's always points where they felt like they were failing, okay, on their way to the top. And that's the same for you, regardless of how big or little you may think your dreams are. So maybe your dream isn't to become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company or whatever. Your dream is just be able to support yourself and your loved ones with your income, right? And that will have ups and downs on the way to that state of being where you are able to support financially your loved ones and people you care about. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on this goal or this dream or what have you. Um, you know, what I learned in PA school is that it's in those moments where we perceive that we made a mistake, or maybe we did make a mistake, that's what we want to call it, that the most learning and growth happens. Okay, my teachers used to tell me, it's like, don't worry about the questions that you got right on the exam. Focus on the questions that you got wrong and learn from them, okay? Because that will take your knowledge to the next level. So, really understanding why you got something wrong or why something didn't work out has value. It's not like a completely lost cause. Do you know what I'm saying? So you still get something out of it. There's always something to be gained. Now, here what I'm seeing with the vulnerability and be spontaneous, what I'm seeing here with the vulnerability is really what we were talking about before. That it's okay to feel upset or down when something doesn't go your way, but don't let that stop you. Okay? And it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, part of the idea of vulnerability is showing people the sides of ourselves that make us feel ashamed or embarrassed. Okay? And being okay with that and knowing that nobody's perfect, everything doesn't work out 100% of the time the way we want it to. Okay? And so it's okay to share those moments in which maybe you didn't achieve what you wanted to or what you set your mind to. It's okay for those things to happen. It's okay to have your feelings in response to it. But again, don't let that stop you. Now, here, when it comes to your dreams, with Be Spontaneous, your future spouse, I'm getting the sense that your future spouse is one of those people that tends to live life a little bit more on like spur of the moment, right? Like maybe they're not that big of a planner. And I feel like that's something that you can learn from when it comes to your future spouse. It could be that you are more of a plan ahead kind of person, right? More organized than they are. And so they can really bring out a little bit more of that spontaneous energy within you. Why? Because that spontaneous energy can take you down new paths and reveal new things to you that you would not have discovered otherwise. Okay? And so it's about a little bit of openness. Okay? So what I really think about with like being spontaneous is, sometimes like I'm not sure exactly what I need to do, and I think that this is what I need to be doing during the day. Like I think I need to be making YouTube videos, right? And okay, I have to do this at this time, I have to do this, and then something comes up that kind of derails my plans, okay? And if you're anything like me or a lot of other people, sometimes that frustrates you, right? Where you're like, I made these plans and then something comes in and messes up with my plans. And you can fight that all you want and only create more frustration in your life. Or you can embrace that and see where the universe is trying to guide you. Okay? Many times on this journey that I've been on for the past year or so, with creating my YouTube channel, creating a business, things like that, I thought like this is what I'm supposed to do because that's what I was taught, that's what I learned, that's what other people are doing, right? And then I try to do that thing and then something comes in and messes up my plans, right? And then I get frustrated, I get angry, and sometimes I get stubborn and I keep trying to do it this certain way, and I just keep on meeting more and more resistance, and that just creates more and more frustration. I mean, have you ever been in a situation like that before where like you keep pushing and you just keep getting met with more resistance, and then finally you give up and you surrender, and then life takes you through this very interesting path and journey, and as you look back on it, you're like, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time and energy resisting, when if I just gone with the flow and really truly read the signs, I would have been able to get where I needed to go and be a lot faster and be better for it, right? And so that's how it's kind of been with my journey. It's like reading the signs, understanding, responding to that energy, okay? And just going with the flow of things, being okay with spontaneous, unplanned events in my life. Because if you just embrace it, it's there to give you a gift, truly, right? Okay. Ooh, I'm feeling like an affirmation coming through for all of you before we pull your tarot cards. Okay, so get ready to comment this. Get ready to type it below to anchor that energy within your personal energetic field within your DNA. Okay. I embrace spontaneous events to experience joy in my life. There you go. Okay, took a moment for like me to hone in on that last part of it. So I embrace spontaneous events to experience joy in my life. I embrace spontaneous events to experience joy in my life. Okay, I hope I said it right those 3 times. Like, I embrace spontaneous events to experience joy in my life. There you go. Okay, yes, I believe I said that correctly. So, go ahead and type that in, and this will open up those portals, those energies to allow more joy into your life. And so instead of looking at spontaneous things happening as like a burden or like something negative, you can now look at it as something positive, and you're kind of pre-framing your mindset to allow joy into your life, to make those more joyful and amazing experiences that you can benefit from, okay? Rather than experiences that make you more angry and put you in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? So we have the star card. How appropriate is that? So keep your dreams alive. It's making me think of that song. I think it's from Pinocchio. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep, right? And so it's like a song about wishing, like I think it's also talking about like wishing on the stars and part of the later lyrics in the song. And so it's about that light that shines even when it's dark, okay? That light that doesn't go out, you know? And that's what your dreams are. It's that light of your soul, okay? That keeps you alive, keeps you hopeful, keeps you energized as well. So, you know, I think I remember watching a movie where the premise was like, what does it look like when people stop dreaming, when people stop hoping? And it's like people really turn into like robots and zombies, you know what I'm saying? And so your dreams are what make you you. Okay. Oh my God. And I'm really hearing from your future spouse. It's your dreams that is one of the things that they love about you. Okay, because your dreams keep you going, your dreams keep you motivated, so don't give up on them. It's one of the more attractive qualities that your future spouse sees in you is this optimism that you have. And it's kind of like you don't really give up on life, you're living life, okay? And part of that is fueled by your dreams. Oh, that's amazing. What else do we have? Ooh, Magician, Justice, the Lovers, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is not only are your dreams really attractive to your future spouse, like they love hearing about your dreams, they love seeing you actually succeed when you achieve things along the way to realizing your dreams. Like, my gosh, your future spouse is like one of your biggest cheerleaders, I have to say, and I just love it. I love the support that's pouring out of them. But the people around you, your friends, your acquaintances, your family, like, I feel like most people don't hear this enough, if at all, right? That they love your dreams. They love you being a dreamer. They love seeing you excited when it comes to pursuing your dreams and your passions. Oh my God, this is why I do YouTube, y'all, because there's certain things that I feel people don't hear enough in their life that, you know, I intend That's my intention to say in your readings, okay, is to provide these positive, affirming, loving, compassionate messages in your readings. And I'm doing it with the help of your future spouse and your future self, okay? And so there's people around you that don't get to say it enough or don't think to say enough that, hey, I really love your enthusiasm. I love your spirit and your how much you dream and I get excited about your dreams. I have a friend that's like this actually. I just spent the weekend with him and he has this dream for his business and like hearing him talk about it, it's so entertaining, it's so fun, it's so exciting for me. I really want his dreams to come true because if he's excited about the planning and the dreaming phase of it, I can't even begin to imagine how excited he'll be when it actually comes true. And it's a beautiful thing. Now, what do we have here with the Magician and the Justice? So your future spouse is just reminding you that, hey, you have the ability to create anything you put your mind to and your actions to into reality. That is the essence of the Magician card. You think something, you feel it, you have the passion and drive for it, and you do it. You go for it. And then magic happens. Magic is created. And here with this Justice card, this is just a reassurance to you. It's an important reminder for you right now is you get what you put out. Okay? So as you put energy, time, and love into your dreams, so your dreams will give energy, love, and time back to you. Okay? It's kind of like, the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. And that's just not applicable to people, right? It's applicable to your dreams as well. So putting in the work, putting in the time, putting in the love and the effort, showing that you're committed to this, it will pay off. It will pay off, okay? That's just the nature of justice, okay? That when you do the correct things, take those aligned actions towards your goals and your dreams, they will pay off in some way, shape, or form. They will. Again, it might not always look like what you want it to look like, but you will get success. You will get what you desire in life. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, your future spouse really believes in you, and I'm here for it. I love that. Okay. Wow. Okay. Here's the first card from this round. And let's get some other ones. Okay. Hold on. Okay, one more card, future spouse. Here we go. So this card that flipped out, this is really important. We need to highlight this for a moment. That's why I kind of flipped out this way, is the Hermit. So the Hermit, what your future spouse wants to point out to you here is that when it comes to your dreams, the most important voice, the most important opinion is what? Can you guess? It's yours, your own. So people are going to come into your life. This is an inevitability, okay? Because there's all types of people, all types of beliefs, all types of ways of living out there in the world. And some people are going to just trash on your dreams, okay? They're going to be the naysayers. They're going to be the people that just don't believe in it. Why? Because it's your dream, not theirs. So it's very, very important for you to know who to share your dreams with and your hopes with, okay? And it's important that you share your hopes and dreams with people who support you, like your future spouse, like certain family members, like certain friends, okay? Your dreams are not meant for everybody to weigh in on. Your dreams are not meant to be shared with everybody, okay? Your dreams are meant to be shared with a select few people. The rest can celebrate when you have reached your dream, but they don't need to know about your dream beforehand. Okay, so keep those close to your heart so that they remain pure. All right. Now, what else do we have here? So we have Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is an opinion or a viewpoint coming through from your future spouse about dreams. So again, don't give up on your dreams. That's what this Five of Pentacles is saying. Don't wallow in your failures. Okay, move on. Move on. You don't need to stay there very long playing this like victim mentality, this I'm not good enough, unworthy mentality. Like, no, you don't need to stay there. That's not where you manifest your dreams, honey. Like, I hope you knew that. If not, I'm glad I was able to share that with you. That wallowing in your sadness, in your grief, in your frustration is not where dreams manifest from. Okay, so move on from that energy. Here, what I'm seeing with this is your future spouse is again highlighting the importance of discipline and consistency, taking consistent action, continuing to work towards your goal, okay? Not giving up. And with the Knight of Wands, it's about being courageous and brave and doing things that maybe other people don't understand, other people don't get, meaning in their minds, okay? Because, you know, dreams aren't really born from your mind. Dreams are born from your soul and your heart. And that's who you need to be listening to when you move forward with your dreams, okay? When you make big decisions about your dreams, it should come from the heart and your soul. And so that's where you need to operate from. Knights are big action takers, okay? They take action with a certain motivation in mind. And so the motivation of the Knight of Wands is about honoring who you are, honoring what's in your heart, honoring what's in your soul, and the very fiber of your being, okay? And so that's the energy that you need to move forward with, okay? What feels most aligned and exciting for you? Okay? That's the key element here. And that's how you get that emotional fulfillment. That's how you feel emotionally good, joyous, blissful, right? That's how you get there, is by discipline and honoring your passion, honoring what's in your heart. So this to me says you're really going to experience more success and triumphs in your life than maybe failures or loss, okay? So just keep your dreams alive. Your future spouse honestly feels, and I have to agree with them, that your dreams are where happiness lies for you, okay? Your dreams, not anyone else's. So keep that distinction in mind. Wow, I love these messages for you from your future spouse. They were so amazing. Your future spouse sounds amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading. Thank you for the likes, the comments. Thank you for letting the ads run when you watch my videos. I truly appreciate all of these things, and it helps give that energy into creating more and more content for this channel. So I truly appreciate that. And again, never forget that it's not too late for your happily ever after. Your dreams can and will come true. Also, let me know if there's some topics you want me to cover in future readings. Just leave a comment down below, whatever your suggestion is, and I'm happy to feel into it. So take care, loves. Until next time. Hey there, group 3. Welcome to your reading to receive this loving message from your future spouse. Okay, so let's see what we have here for your first 3 cards. Shift your energy. Culmination of vision. Maintain your childlike spirit. Ooh, so I feel like here that what your future spouse wants to highlight for you right now to send you love is that there has been quite a burden of responsibility in your life right now. Some of those responsibilities in your life, maybe they were thrust upon you, right? Like they were handed to you, they were given to you. And some of the other responsibilities in your life right now, you've picked up on your own. And you've made it your responsibility to do XYZ, okay? When it truly actually isn't your responsibility. And so this combination of the responsibilities handed to you and the responsibilities you chose to take on has been overwhelming you. And I'm feeling this energy of almost being a bit pessimistic, a bit jaded, a bit grumpy and angry. And this maintain your childlike spirit is reminding you that you need to have more fun in your life. you need to be a little bit more relaxed in your life. You need to actually let go of some of the responsibilities in your life, right? Because children don't have a lot of responsibilities, to be honest, right? And when we experience burnout, as adults, it's because we took on too many responsibilities. And sometimes it's like a pitfall of the conditioning that many of us have grown up with societally and culturally, meaning like do more, take more action, sacrifice more, right? There's like all of these like ideas that we were programmed with, when truly, like, no one, you don't have to sacrifice anything. You don't have to sacrifice your well being for somebody else. You don't have to sacrifice your earnings or your money for other people. You don't have to sacrifice your time for someone else. Okay, you should be doing the things that feel aligned with you. Okay, you should be doing the things that feel good to you. All right? And so I feel like that's an important concept for you to understand. And honestly, in general, as we're like experiencing this major transition as a human species, right? Where it's like this era of like self-sacrifice is fading away, and we're stepping into this era of doing the things that you enjoy and that you love, because that's where people ultimately will thrive. Okay, I mean, very, very few people experience like crazy success by doing things they hate doing, you know, because it's all an energetics thing. And here, now is the time for you to shift your energy. Shift it more towards the things that you enjoy doing, that you love to do, versus the things that feel more like a burden, okay? Because that's, again, leading to being overworked, being burnt out. And your future spouse has your back. Your future spouse is like, yo, like, I feel like you're having a hard time saying no. So now I feel like I need to intervene and say no for you and kind of be that bodyguard, that gatekeeper. Because you maybe take on too much. And part of it could be because you're so kind and so giving and so loving yourself, right? A lot of times it's the people closest to us that have our back that need to really advocate for us, and I thankfully have people like that in my life that remind me that, I am enough. I'm doing enough. I care enough, right? And that they help kind of counteract those negative self-thoughts that I have about, I have to do this, it's my responsibility. And they're here to remind me and ask me, like, really? Is it your responsibility to do that for someone? Or are they really actually capable of doing it for themselves, right? And you don't really need to help them because they can do it. I feel like that's a very important reflection to think upon as you move forward from this reading, right? Is, do you really need to help this person? Or do you really need to be doing that? Or is that something someone else can do instead, so you can focus on your true responsibilities, right? So reflect on that for a moment. And I'm feeling actually an affirmation coming through, okay? So I want you to type this in the comments below. I want you to invoke this energy for yourself, for your well-being, for your highest and greatest good, okay? I release all responsibilities that are not mine to bear. I release all the responsibilities that are not mine to bear. I release all the responsibilities that are not mine to bear. Ooh, yes, that feels really, really good. So now that you've typed that in the comments below, just allow them to fade away. And again, tune into it. Is this something I really want to be doing? Is this something that feels good to me, right? And if it doesn't, then allow it to be released. So the key thing here is when you shift your energy, you connect back with fun, with what makes you happy, what feels good for you. That's when your vision for your life, that's when your goals will start to flourish, okay, when you'll see them come to fruition, because your energy is being pulled in a lot of different ways right now, okay, and it's taking away from what you really truly want to be doing. So don't let any other people's idea what you should be doing interfere with what you want to be doing, okay, where you want to put your energy. And don't let people, I'm hearing too, don't let people give you like this guilt trip. Don't let people guilt you into doing things that you have no business doing, okay? That is not your place, because you know there are givers out there in the world and there are takers, and those takers, they can be really good at identifying the givers, let me tell you, and taking advantage. All right, so again, release those things that are not yours to bear. What do we have here for you? We have the Knight of Wands, the Sun, Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, and Page of Wands. Okay, so this is a fresh start for you coming through. This is what shifting your energy is about. What is it that lights you up? What is it that makes you feel like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, I'm super excited to be doing this. Yes, time just flew by because I am so down for what I'm doing. I am really enjoying myself, okay? That is where you need to be kind of putting your attention towards that, all right? And that's where the action needs to take place, is in those areas of your life. You know, I'm going through this kind of cleansing process myself, actually, freeing up my energies to really put and invest towards the things that make me happy. So for me, what that looks like, and this will probably help you in some way as well, is like when I go through my inbox, like some of these things that I subscribed to before, like unsubscribing from them, okay? Like newsletters from certain makeup companies or restaurants or online, you know, coaches or businesses, like unsubscribing from those. Like if I haven't opened those emails in like months, I need to just stop subscribing to them. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, so many businesses these days, you automatically get put onto their mailing list if you shop with them and provide your email address, you know? And so it's about clearing those things out and unsubscribing from that, okay? Other things is like I was signed up for an online course to learn Tagalog. And I was really excited to learn it before. I was really passionate about it. But now, like a couple years later, like I'm not feeling that energy anymore, that excitement. I'm not looking forward to my lessons anymore. And so it's like very clear to me that I just need to stop it, even though it would be really cool to learn the one of the main languages from the Philippines, where my parents were born. Now is not a good time for me to be focusing on that. My focus needs to be elsewhere, like on my YouTube channel, for example, and on helping other people, right? And so I'm canceling my lessons, right, for the time being. And so think about that for you. Okay, is there something that you're subscribed to, something that you are spending time or money on that just doesn't feel good or exciting to you? You know, for a while there were these apps that were advertising like subscriptions that, you know, monthly subscriptions that automatically get deducted from your account, and pointing those out to you, and so you can pick and choose like what you want to unsubscribe from, so you don't keep spending money on something that you're not really utilizing. Okay, so same thing with time. Think about it that way as well. All right, so I think I've hammered that point enough. Nine of Wands, what I'm really hearing is the word burden. So whatever it feels like a burden to you, gots to go. Now let's talk about this new energy here, okay? I'm feeling that what's happening here is a reconnection of your true passions. So many people in this world right now, as we speak, and you could definitely feel like you're in this position, is so many of us have been living our lives doing what we were told to do, what we should be doing, okay? And really, it's about reversing that now, okay? Instead of what other people say we should be doing what we think we should be doing. And sometimes that can be kind of hard. That's why this Page of Wands and Page of Swords is here, because you're just starting to understand this. And I get the sense it's going to take a little bit of time before you truly understand what it is you want to be doing. Okay? Like, for example, for the longest time, I thought I should just be doing medicine. I should be going into that career in the healthcare field because my parents were saying that's how I make money, that's how I support myself in life, that's what's going to get me respect from other people, is that kind of career. Okay? That's the type of job I should be proud of. But, in my course of medicine, I realized like, medicine isn't all that fulfills me, and that there's some other part of me that needs to be expressed, that needs to be seen and shown. And that's tarot card reading, spiritual guidance, spiritual wisdom, self development, self improvement, helping not only myself, but other people go through that process, right? To become the most aligned, authentic version of themselves. Okay? And it took a lot of time and a lot of experiences for me to really hone in on that. Okay? And so this is the process you're going through as well. Not about what you should be doing with your life, but what you want to be doing with your life, what you feel called within your soul to be doing with your life. So starting to explore that, okay? So this comes with thinking in a different way. Again, what we should be doing is a thought process that we are acting upon. And, the thoughts and the soul operate on different levels and they have different goals in mind. All right. And so, really, a lot of the major decisions in your life, like what you should be doing for a career, for example, should not be based on what you think. Okay. Should not be based on logic. It needs to be based on what you feel in your heart and soul. And then you use your mind to learn the tools that you need in order to be successful. Okay? That's what the mind is good for. It's learning and gaining knowledge and communicating information. But it's not what you should be making decisions out of. Okay? I know it's a very, very fine distinction. And it's not always easy to grasp or understand right off the bat, but this is the shift that is happening, that needs to happen in your life right now so that you can see your vision become a reality. Wow. So this is beautiful. I feel like, I'm really in sync with your future spouse's message here, on like achieving your dreams. And I'm also hearing from them, now that I mentioned their energy again, that with the Sun card, they really want you to shine for who you are. The Sun in astrology is kind of like your ego, your identity. And there's a lot of layers to that, right? And so your future spouse is encouraging you to shine as your true self, not this persona or this identity that you created with the help of other people to show the rest of the world. Okay? Wow, that is amazing. I love that. I feel like those two wanted to be part of it. So we have 6 instead of 5, which is A-okay. So we have 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, wow, lovely, 3 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 7 of Cups. Oh wow, you have like a lot of Cups energy. Cups. So here what I'm really feeling is your future spouse really wants you to take a good look at your emotions, because your emotions are energy in motion. So take a moment right now to just tune into your energy, okay? Where is your energy at? Okay, there's this vibrational frequency chart online. And so I think it would be really great for you to take a look at that, all right? Because it talks about all the different emotions, or it shows the different emotions and the vibration and the frequency at which they are at. And the idea and the goal is to spend more time at the top of this inverted cone on these higher vibrations and these higher frequencies than at the bottom, which are these lower frequencies. And the lowest frequency is, if you don't know, take a guess. The lowest frequency or emotion on this little scale is shame. Shame. So your future spouse is really suggesting that you take a look at the areas in your life where you feel shame, or where shame has a presence or an influence. Okay? Like maybe you're ashamed of your weight or something like that. That is the area that needs the most love. And your future spouse accepts you for all that you are. Okay, your future spouse loves you for you. And it's important, and they wish for you to also, you love yourself for you. Okay, just as much as they love you. So there is some area here where there is some shame, some heartbreak, some grief in your emotional body that needs to be loved, that needs to be healed. Okay, to allow new energies, new frequencies to blossom and grow in your life. Because why? The less shame you're experiencing, the more you can experience some other emotion like joy, love, enlightenment, bliss, peace, right? So, shifting the scales here, shifting the energy, realizing where it is that you want to be. Okay, so put that magnifying glass on the areas where you have shame and call in healing. If you need help with the healing process, then go get help wherever you feel it's going to benefit you the most. Okay? Heal these areas of shame to unlock more success, more joy in your life, more child energy again. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So there is this leap, this quantum leap and jump that you can experience by doing this simple exercise. Okay, you don't have to sit in like hours and hours of therapy, for example, to achieve a goal. Like, yes, you can still go to therapy, but if you just look at these areas of shame that that you have in your life for yourself and heal that, that will really take you from a 1 to a 10 in life. Okay, that's a quantum leap right there if I ever saw one, my loves. And here with the Seven of Cups, I'm feeling that it's important again for you to go back to your dreams in childhood. Okay, when you were a child, your life now, is that what you dreamed about? Is that what you wanted? If it is, wonderful. But if there are parts of it that don't quite match up for what you saw for your life as a child or when you were much, much younger, that you still want in your life, then now is a great opportunity for you to work towards them again. Okay? Like when I was a child myself, I loved to sing and dance and perform and talk to people. And there was a point in my life where I didn't sing and dance and talk to as many people. And I didn't feel good energetically, right? I didn't feel like I was living in a happy life. And so once I started bringing those things back into my life, it doesn't necessarily have to be a career, but just for the pure joy of it, like I was doing Zumba for a while and dancing with music, and that felt really good. I had a lot of fun doing that. And singing, like at times I don't sing, but now when I get in the car, I remember to sing and express myself that way. And then I feel really good about it. That's why I love karaoke, right? It's just like one of the things that I love doing. So it's important that you reconnect with those things that bring you joy, whatever that is. Painting, acting, sewing, creating, filming, whatever it is. All right, connect back with that, and that will help provide more energy towards fulfilling your ultimate vision. Again, even if it doesn't seem related, all right, it's important that you engage in that. So I love these messages from your future spouse. Really, really great love coming through from them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for allowing the ads to run. It really means a lot to me. And speaking of comments, like if there are some suggestions for topics you'd like me to cover in future videos, like comment those down below as well. I'm happy to feel into them and take them into consideration and create these videos for you as I'm able to. All right? So take care, loves. Remember, it's never too late for your happily ever after. Your dreams can come true, no doubt. And I will see you all next time.